Hello students, I am Dipali Devi, a geography teacher. Today I am going to discuss about the last part of agriculture chapter, the third chapter from your textbook. So in our last class we discussed about agricultural development. I want to repeat again the agricultural development. So agricultural development refers to efforts made to increase farm production in order to meet the growing demand of increasing population. This can be achieved in many ways, such as increasing the crop area, the number of crops grown, improving irrigation facilities, use of fertilizers and high-yielding variety of seeds. Mechanization of agriculture is also another aspect of agricultural development. The ultimate aim of agricultural development is to increase food security. Agriculture has developed at different places in different parts of the world. The developing countries with large populations usually practice intensive agriculture where crops are grown on small holdings, mostly for subsistence. Larger holdings are more suitable for commercial agriculture as in USA, Canada and Australia. With the help of two case studies of farms, one from India and the other from the USA, let us understand about agriculture in the developing and developed country. So, agriculture development means all the sides. Then, as we know that day by day the population density is going to be increases, and due to increase of the population and the demand always increasing, so the production should be in a high manner, because of you see then in early days the subsistence farming are doing by the people using the household tools, and they are by their family members in a small selecting a small plot of land, and they are depending on nature, that the rain, and usually they are doing only one single crop in a year like that. But due to the increasement of the population, the demand is growing day by day, so the production should be more in comparison in the early days. So they are using the high yielding varieties. That means the high yielding varieties are the seeds that to be sown on that plot, selected plot. It should be examined in their laboratories. Then the production will be high, the quality should be will be high like that. So the increase the area, land area, using high yielding varieties of seeds, the using the technology based on science, like that. These are the sites that agricultural development will be there in that site. So based on the development of the agriculture, that if we go to the how the peoples are going to do the agriculture, the how they developed. There some of the countries already they are developed countries, and some are the developing country. India lies in the developing country, so the two farmers doing the agriculture, one farmer from India and another from USA. Let's see the farmer in India. There is a small village, Adilabad in Gazipur district of Uttar Pradesh. Munnalal is a small farmer in this village who has farmland of about 1.2 1.5 hectares. His house is in the main village. He purchases high-yielding varieties of seeds from the market every alternate day. The land is fertile and he grows at least two crops in a year, which are normally wheat or rice, and pulses. The farmer takes advice of his friends and elders as well as government agricultural officers regarding farming practices. He takes a tractor on rent for plowing his field, though some of his friends still use traditional method of using bullocks for plowing. There is a tubewell in the nearby field which he takes on rent to irrigate his field. So the Indian farmer, his name was the Munnalal. He was a small farmer in that village, but the farmland is far small. So that means the only 1.5 hectares land. And his house also in the main village. That means far from the farmland. He every year he purchases the seeds, the high yielding varieties every year from market, and every alternate year he bought the high yielding varieties. The land was very fertile, and at least two crops he can grow in a year. Normally he can do two types of crops in a year. Now, for example, wheat, rice, or pulses like that. And he took advices from other farmers that how can he improve the quality in his farm. So he bought a tractor on rent, and he bought one tubewell also, and he took it in a rent like that. But the other farmers till now, they are using only the ancient types of the tools. That means the household tools. Instead of tractor, they are plying with that in their manual instruments like the hoe like that. So that this type of farmer, they cannot grow, they cannot benefit it properly. So that there are in India, the farmers till now they are suffering like that. So they could not use the high yielding varieties of seeds. They could not use the scientific way, the scientific instruments to do the agriculture in the farmland. They have not get the proper irrigation system like that. But in case of USA farmer, so you see about the Munnalal also has two buffaloes and few hens. He sells milk in the cooperative store located in the nearby town. Then, along with the agricultural field, Munnalal took some buffaloes and some hens, and he sells milk in the cooperative store, which is located nearby his town. He is a member of the cooperative society, which also advise him on the type of fodder for his animals. Safety measures to protect the health of the livestock and artificial insemination. So the Munnalal, one of the farmer that he took the advices from the seniors and from his friends. But some of the farmers they are still using the ancient system. All the members of the family help him in various farm activities. Sometimes he takes credit from a bank or the agricultural cooperative society to buy HIV seeds and implements. I repeat the paragraph. All the members of the family help him in various activities. That means Munnalal's family, all the family members are active. And all the family members are active and they are helping Munnalal in every steps. Sometimes he takes credit from a bank or the agricultural cooperative society. That means they took help from the monetary side and some sides of the seeds and fertilizers like that. He sells his produce in the mandi located in the nearby town. There is a market named mandi. The production sells in that market. Since majority of the farmers do not take lack storage facilities, they are forced to sell the produce even when the market is not favorable to him. I repeat, he sells his produce in the mandi located in the nearby town. Since majority of the farmers do not take lack storage facilities, so you see, according to the production, they are unable to stock their production due to the storage facilities. There is no storage facilities, no. That means the productions will be going to be damaged. They are forced to sell the produce even when the market is not favorable to them. So they have to sell this product things and in a low price. Sometimes they have to sell in a low price because of the lack of storage facilities. They cannot store it for the high prices. In recent years, the government has taken some steps to develop storage facilities. Nowadays, the government has taken the steps, but still these are not available in our areas. But you see, the farmer in USA, how they do the agriculture in their areas. The average size of a farm in the USA is much larger than that of Indian farm. The Indian farmer having 1.5 hectares land only. But in case of the USA farmer, he took 250 hectares. The farmer generally resides in the farm. Means the Indian farmer, they have to reside in their own village. That means far away from the farmland. But the USA farmer, he resides in the nearby areas, nearby the farm, only inside in the areas of the in boundaries of the farm. Some of the major crops grown are corn, soybean, wheat, cotton, and sugar beet. You see the difference between the Indian farmer and the USA farmer. The Indian farmer do only two types of crops in a year at least like the rice, maize, and pulses like that. But in case of the USA farmer, they do the soybean, wheat, cotton, sugar beet like that. The name of the farmer from USA, Zoharan, a farmer in the Midwest of USA. In Iowa State owns about 300 hectares of land. He grows corn on his field after making sure that soil and water resources meet the needs of this crop. So based on the availability of water and the fertility of the soil, they if if certainty is there, then they can do this type of crop in that farm. Adequate measures are taken to control pests that can damage the crop. Adequate measures are taken to control pests and can damage the crop. That means they are using some medicines sometimes that the some insects and some other sites that cannot destroy the crop. From time to time, he sends the soil samples to a soil testing laboratory to check whether the nutrients are sufficient or not. But in case of Indian farmer, they are not busy with that system that the testing soil, testing the seeds like that. But the farmer of the USA, sometimes the sample of the soil sent to the laboratory for testing that the appropriate nutrients are available or not in that type of soil. The results help Zoharan to plan a scientific fertilizer program. His computer is linked to the satellite, which gives him a precise picture of his field. So it is absent in case of Indian farmer that they cannot see the weather forecast. They cannot the Indian farmer they are doing the agriculture based on the nature. So the USA farmer, his computer is linked with the satellite, which gives him a precise picture of his field. That from through the satellite they can see the whole field. This help him to use chemical fertilizers. So yeah, you see nearby the picture, The helicopters and aeroplanes are used to sow seeds to the agricultural field, and they used the helicopters to irrigate the land area, farm area. And you see, the chemical fertilizers and pesticides, wherever they are required, he used tractors and drills, leveler, combined harvest and thresher to perform various agricultural operations. So in case of doing tilling the land, in case of harvesting the seeds, they are using the different types of instrumental things that they can do easily, like tractors, the drilling, seed drillings, levelers, combine harvesters, threshers, like that. Grains are stored in the automated grain storage or dispatched to market agencies. That these are all these things are automatic. There is a no hard labor. The maximum labor is not needed. So all these things are done by the instruments based on the scientific way. The farmer in USA works like a businessman and not like a peasant farmer. So from the USA farmer, he works like a businessman that the high production is there. They're using the high yielding varieties, the high authorized the technologies in a scientific way for doing sowing the seeds, the harvesting the crops like that. So these are the differences between the Indian farmer and the USA farmer. The India is a developing country and the USA farmers they are living in the developed countries. So these are the differences in every steps. So the students, the chapter is finished today. Then we will discuss the question answers in our last class. And let's stop today. I want to stop now. So thank you all and bye bye all.